Здравствуйте, друзья, меня зовут Максим, вы смотрите канал Заквайс. Сегодня решили поехать на мероприятие, на ферму. Проводится пиратская пати, костюмированная. Немножко мы с опозданием приехали. Вот, ну, машин очень много. Вот на ферма. Вот. Флаги уже развешаны пиратские. Мы на такого рода мероприятие пират приезжаем. Вот. Интересно посмотреть, как американцы проводят выходные и свой досуг. Вот. Ребенок у нас уже тоже костюмирован. Правда, немножко в другом формате. Вот. Будущий рок-звезда. Да, Лизка, не плачь. Я тебя снимаю. Все окей. Все. Voice-джаммер вставлен. Ребенок молчит и доволен. Ну, а мы пойдем дальше. Гулять смотреть. Да, пойдем гулять смотреть. И, в общем, везде.
Слушай, я поняла.
Потом это просто поднимаешь и все. Да. Чуть-чуть, может, ниже, чуть ниже. Еще ниже. Еще ниже. Это не видно ее. Да. Она должна как бы на лбу быть. Ну, нормально.
Сотрудник пиратского кухонного блока. Барышня, пельмени будьте добры 2 раза.
Мне, кстати, вот эту бандену подарил приятель из Москвы. Он выиграл последнего героя в 9 году.
Это что?
Эти штуки, как ему там выдали.
О, крутая штука.
Не хотел там. Вова Лысенко, управляющий отелем.
Здорово. Ну вот пиратский корабль, сейчас мы пойдем фотографироваться, сниматься. Пушки даже есть вон. Желающие могут сняться с кудрями. Сейчас, похоже, из пушки пальнут. Родная и любимая моя на корабле?
Да. Сейчас уплывают далекие страны.
Да, уплыли в далекие страны на корабле. Нельзя не порадоваться. Просто праздник. Просто праздник. Уголок рыцарства.
It's completely as sharp as they would have it. They have it blunt. It wasn't meant to cut so much as cleave, because if you'll take a step back from the logs, I'm just going to let gravity take this from me. It's so much weight that it just cleaves into things. This was a knight's weapon, not a peasant's axe. The reason that it is because it's so heavy, but so short-handled, I have to use 2 hands to effectively wield it. So if I were to be an unarmed peasant, any shot I take would be the death of me because I have no armor and very little protection from this. But being a knight, I'm okay. I can keep going to get that shot in. This is not a finesse weapon. This is I'm going to run in and start breaking things.
Против слома нет приема, если нет другого
Don't
лома.
get hit. It could actually break your arm through the shield. It's heavy enough that if I were to
Тут почитай боевой молот.
and hit it, break right through your right because it transfers the energy. The best thing you can do is step closer. Because if I'm swinging it, I want to hit clear out here where it's all got all that leverage. If I were to step here, then yes, the main part's going to pass me, and also this is less weight. It's not going to hurt me. It'll be bruised and dazed. But the best thing you can do is step in. If they're swinging at you, is to step in and brace your arm here, and then move your arm up and wrap, and now you have it locked. You can't get this back unless you let go, and even then, even if you let go, it's going to catch on you and hold on. This is going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. But if you, as long as you hold on to this, he can't hit you with it. So you're holding on to this, and what you're going to want to do then is throw, if you're unarmed, throw in palm strikes onto his fingers and start trying to break them. Because once you start breaking his fingers, he's going to let go, and now I have the axe. If you're attacked by an axe, somebody's very upset with you. It's a very personal way to do it. Most likely what anyone today would be attacked by would be something like a knife. Daggers were very common as a sidearm. They were so ferocious in the use of daggers that some flight masters would write, and now we come to daggers, God help us all. Because when a knight drew his dagger, it meant he was desperate. He was a cornered animal. He was probably wounded, his sword was probably embedded in one of your friends. And he knew that he was going to die, so he was going to kill as many of you as he could. And so when they drew the daggers, they very rarely held them like this. Because with armor I can take a few hits. So I would hold it like this. And then I would come in and I would attempt to knock you down and just continue to stab into the eyes, the throat, the armpit, and the groin, because that's the weakest parts of the armor where the gap is for you to move. So I'd come in, grab, tackle, stab, and just continually stab and be as ferocious as I
Полезный solution.
Pardon?
Good idea, really, yeah.
Yeah, you're teaching them too.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to learn something about it, I could get one of my members over here and demonstrate for you guys. Would you like that?
You want to learn?
Next time when somebody to make a scratch to my car, I'm use this tool.
Use this?
Yeah, for solve my problem.
When you see in the movies that they throw the knives, no. Why would I throw my knife? If this is my last ditch weapon, I have nothing else. Why would I throw this and then have it go?
Okay, what's your personal decision if you change something from your all assortment? What you prefer?
If I can only pick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you prefer is your personal selection. This one? Oh yeah,
Very
good.
sharp.
Oh,
Okay.
oh seriously?
It was the Germans, instead of using the rapier, switched to this for fencing. This is called a grosse Messer, German for big knife. Okay?
Yeah.
This is capable of cutting a man in half. This blade is, if you'll excuse your feet real quick, I don't want to come anywhere near you with this.
Oh,
Ungodly,
good steel.
ungodly sharp. And,
Flexible.
oh yes, it has to be flexible, because if I were to stab something I couldn't go through, and had my weight was behind it, and it snapped, now I'm without a sword. I'd rather have it flex and come back. But this sword, because of the weighted tip here, is actually able of getting through chainmail. Your katanas would slide off of this like there's nothing. I might be bruised underneath. This will put a hole in it because of the sheer weight. Now, I'll let you hold this, but I ask that you be very, very careful with it.
Только осторожно. Оно острое. Тимур, давай лучше ты как. Ну что, как? С молодежью забраться?
It's ungodly heavy. You get tired quickly, and your ability
That
to
was
use
something you
things goes down.
can use.
And this originally started out as a butcher's tool. They would take this, they wouldn't have the fancy handguard and whatnot on it, but they had basically the blade, and they would go down the butcher line and be cutting up animals with it. And then somebody went, wait, if I can cut through hundreds of pigs, I can use this on people. And it worked. What was nice about it is it was meant to be used one or two-handed, but you could use it inside a house because it's not a long blade. It's not like some of these that are, this long and two-handed, which they're very powerful blades, but if I'm in a doorway and I go whack and hit that door and it stops, I'm in trouble because now they're going to stab me repeatedly. But this, I can maneuver inside the building and be completely fine with this. This is steel.
Where are they made these days?
This one is actually made here in America. It's a cold steel brand. Cold Steel makes some excellent blades. They actually did a demonstration with this where they had a 150-pound gentleman. They wrapped this in leather. They put it across a 2x4 and he did pull-ups on it. And then they put it down and it was completely straight again. They make incredible, incredible blades. And their prices are not that bad.
How much would these?
This is a $400 blade. No, it's not when you honestly think of it. It's a variety of ours. Some of them are mine, some of them are the people you see around here cooling off and relaxing. We also have those over there. Some of those are mine as well.
Ну, последние реплики, а вот это настоящий на самом деле. А те два это так, сувенирная ерунда, а вот это настоящий. 400 баксов.
Now, a very common weapon of the day.
Kitchen axe.
The reason being is, let's say I'm your average peasant. I can't afford one of these. A sword like that would cost as much as 15 male slaves or 11 oxen. That's a lot. 15 people for one blade. Now, this I can use to cut my firewood. I can use it to scrape leather and whatnot. I can use it as a hammer to hammer my tent spikes. And I can also use it to get through. I'll do a demonstration on this piece of armor here. This is plate armor, similar to what I'm wearing. Simple hand axe. A light hit, but you see the dent that it does. They're ungodly effective. Also, you have this nice ability to grab things with it. Like, let's say this is my opponent. I come in, and I hook here, in the back of the neck, and I can drag him. So if he's a man on a horse, and I reach up and I grab him, I can pull him off the horse, and now I have the advantage, being on foot. I can rain down shots. Also, if we wanted to build a defensive structure, I could use this to cut down trees and make spikes, make spears and whatnot to set in the ground so that way the cavalry couldn't charge us. And it's so light, I can throw it on my belt, and I forget it's there. Carry it with me everywhere.
Yeah, really comfortable. Yeah, comfortable.
And so I have multiple tools in one, so I can carry less, be lighter, and not spend as much money.
It's for me?
Yeah.
Красавец, рыбакоп.
That trigger helmet is from the German Gothic.
Ну, а тут как бы практическое обучение. Вот, как бы учитель сидит и объясняет, что нужно делать.
On a cold winter night, you may find me.
А тут у нас кузница, где куют всякие разные полезные вещи. Hello.
How you doing?
Thank you, fine. Oh, good.
All right.
О, как.
It is very loud.
No, it's too hot. Over hot for today.
Right now I'm working on just sort of flattening the area that's going to be the pedals. It's going to be really kind of rough at first. There's going to be a lot of spots where it's pulled out more on one side than the other. That's just the nature of the hammer. Trying to get a hammer strike to hit the exact same spot is nearly impossible. I can do it normally in the morning when it's not this hot. Yeah. I'm hitting a point of exhaustion where that's not going to happen every single time. Hi there. You're more than welcome to step around and watch.
Хочешь посмотреть? Иди сюда.
I promise you the view is better from the front and not peeking inside.
Иди
I
сюда.
promise
Иди
you.
сюда.
So, all right.
Да, за то, чтобы он здесь курил в такую жару, это надо медаль давать.
Ну, конечно, да.
Жара,
И дико жара стоит внутри.
да. Герой.
Russian?
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Ah, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Здравствуйте.
О, you know, yes, здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. Класс.
Where's the young lady that was interested in learning? I think she's right there, but I don't think she's listening. Were you still interested in learning how things are done? Were you still interested in learning as I go? Alright. As you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about there. So my next step is going to be actually to step down a hammer. That's a 3. I'm going to move down to a 2. And what you're going to see me do now is lighten all that up. And you see I'm a little bit thin there. We're going to go a lot thinner. But in case you're ever interested in actually doing the blacksmithing, something to be aware of. A lot of people sort of assume that when a blacksmith smiths, he swings every swing with a 10-pound hammer. Isn't that right? That's what men do. And that's so wrong. Because you will break the steel. Right now, and part of the reason why I'm switching hammers is because right now this is as thin as I can get with a 3-pound hammer without causing huge detriment to the steel. Now if I move down, then the impact force is lessened and it'll actually move more where I want it.
Если что, увидимся в бассейне.
Nothing more a man can do. Don't get your boy like someone's with. Settle down, don't take a fake. You drank the demon straight from hell. You almost nearly won as well. You wipe the floor with victory. You can tell you fell asleep. Blacking was the fastest. Well, these boots will never fail a jet. You will down T-boat. For the Gulf of Mexico, it won't as David will to you. From the ashes charred and blues, another life to salt and dark. Back from hell where you belong. Anarchy, the scars of every day. The Antichrist of born, right with us, your cutthroat saves. The ship went down, we only drowned. You stood there on the deck till the Spanish came and plugged your arse and dragged you through the wreck. Rope around your neck to watch the destiny take a death and cut you on the start of the coast. Never in the only horse, one down, one try. The other knee and in the sight, crowd in and let me see. I need to love me so I can see.